Net new video. This one I'm trying to bag my first sota activation. I mentioned in a few videos in the past. Sota stands for Summit on the Air. It's bigger. It seems to be bigger in the UK and a good part of the Europe, but it's starting to grow a little bit here in North America. Basically what it is that there's a summit and there's some rules on what can consider it a summit and stuff. And then you go on there and you gather points if you activate on simplex. So you cannot use repeater, that's another rule. And when I'm on the summit I'll show the rules. And yeah, you can do HF or VHF. I brought my gear for boat. Obviously I'm not wearing my man pack. Carry the bag, but not the big radio, too heavy for the trail. So what I'm doing, gonna go on the summit, set up antennas, and basically I'll be listening on VHF, trying my new Chameleon, and probably in a configuration this time of Nevis. I didn't try it yet, so we'll see how that works. And then to get the points, I have to do 4 activation. So that means I have to talk to 4 different people to activate. Anyway, I just started the hikes, and it's on the paper there. It says it's pretty steep going up and a little bit out of shape. Beginning of the season, so it's gonna be interesting. It's not too hot, and I thought I would bring you with me. So the activation we're trying is for Mount Frome, Frome. So we'll talk to you on the trail. Up and up we go. Nice day though. It's in the shade, so it's not too hot, but yeah, quite a sweat from the work up there. Oh well, it's suffer to be beautiful. Still a little bit of remnants of winter. I like when I hike and find those little patches of snow. I don't know. It's kind of nice. It's hot and yet warm. Sorry, hot and same time cold. I don't know. Something interesting about that. So we're almost on the summit, somewhere over there. I met another hiker earlier and said, like, yeah, towards the end there was some snow patch, so I presume that's what it is. And I can kind of see the sky over there, so it's going to be a break and radio time. Well, welcome to the south summit of Mount Frome. Oh. Last little bit was not that easy. The backpack was a bit heavy. It's the first time I tried it, and I think the support is not as good as my other backpack. So I may have to rethink my system when I go hiking, because I couldn't seem to reach a good balance. It was either a lot of weight on my shoulder, a lot of weight on my hips, in the snow and stuff, leg got beat up a little bit. So anyway, we're on the summit here now. And take a little rest, show you the round. Actually, there's some nice mountains right there. Still a lot of snow here. I found a dry spot there, so I'll set up the antennas and things. But as you can see, some nice mountain there. Still a lot of snow on a lot of summits. So, beautiful day. It's not too hot. It's been pretty hot the last few days, but today there's a little bit of a wind, and so I had a late start today, so I'm kind of running out of time here, but I want to still try to get to a few connection. So my setup is not the greatest, but basically what I have here, it's attached to the tree there, and I'm going to be pulling on the pole. So the black cable here is my antenna nivis, and I have my counterpoise that I'm gonna lay down, and then the white mass there that you see is my VHS sota antenna. And basically because I won't be communicating, but I'll be I'll be communicating on VHS, but not on HF. I'll be using my my VX6R Yaesu, yeah. So we'll set up the counterpoint, and I'll have to kind of do manually keep everything in line. It's not that easy in snow. I wish I had more time to play a little bit more frequency. So there's a national frequency that for simplex that you call. Basically, it's not really to talk on, but people will listen on there. So it's a little bit like VHF, if you want, sorry, HF, if you want to talk. Call CQ certain frequency. So this is what I'm going to be trying, and let's see how it goes. So because I'm mostly here for my sota activation, I'm going to try the sota activation first. So here's a little sheet that I did. So the frequency is 146-520, and those are the rules here. You have to do certain stuff and everything. So I'm gonna put my radio on that frequency, try a few calls for about 10 or 15 minutes and see where we get. Delta Victor, hear a scratchy signal.
Echo 7, Lima Sierra Echo Mobile.
Center much better. Victor Alpha 7 Delta Victor. I'm at top of Mount Grom, looking for a sota activation. You're my first contact.
Oh, that's wonderful. Victor Alpha 7 Delta Victor, I think it was. Victor Alpha 7 Lima Sierra Echo Mobile in Nanaimo.
Nanaimo, that's pretty cool. I thought I would reach there. Yeah, I'm top of Mount From with a Yaesu VX6R. So first time I'm trying this sort of stuff, and yeah.
Yeah, where is that? Where is that mountain at?
It's on North Shore, Vancouver, just beside Mount Grouse.
Okay, close to Grouse Mountain. Oh, very good. Oh, and we're in the right spot. You're full scale, so average is about a 5x5, something like that. You're doing pretty good. Yeah, 5 watts.
Affirmative, 5 watts. Well, that worked pretty good. I had my 4 activation like pretty much back to back. I got somebody like pretty far from here in Nanaimo, so I'll show a picture of where that is and from where I was. And so they said they could hear me very well, so that's pretty impressive with this little antenna here. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to set up the system to receive, and yeah, to receive on HF, and then it'll be time to leave. So one of the issue now with my radio, and again, I wish I had more time. As you can see, every time I turn, it goes by 5. When you're into HF, it's very fine tuning. So I would, I need to reconfigure that so that I can be at the lower and change it by 1. Because, for example, some of like here, probably around 213 or 214 or maybe at 216, maybe that's where the conversation is. But when I switch to 220, I lose it. But I mean, you know, I'm still catching some stuff here, so. So interesting. See, for example, now I can. But I can hear signal, but I cannot clear it. So it looks like there's a double signal kind of coming with it too. So again, if I could go by one, it would be good. But awesome with just like, you know, a little wire on the top of a tree on the top of a mountain, and a radio that is actually a VHF radio. I can do some stuff there. So that was the plan. So.